Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to share with you a few of my working decks. And by working decks, I mean the decks that I actually read with, practice, and study. I have been reading the cards for almost 20 years, and I have been collecting cards primarily, but also different divination systems for over 10 years. So I have quite a big collection of different decks that I'm fascinated with, and I love the artwork and I appreciate the historical or artistic value. But at any given time, I have a couple of decks that I am working with and spend the most time with reading for myself and for others. So at this time, I really have three decks that I'm trying to focus on and study. And I wanted to show it to you and tell you kind of why I'm focused primarily on this ones. And I also wanted to show you how I keep them. So let's go right in and I'll show you my little mobile altar, so to speak. This is a box that my husband gifted me with, and inside I keep all kinds of things that are needed for me right now for readings. And I can move this box around if I do readings outside of home or of my usual space. And I keep all kinds of things. This is a Thoth deck booklet, a cloth. I have oils, have my crystals, shell, um, all kinds of stuff. I have some rocks that my baby daughter collected. And this is actually something that was gifted to my daughter that I like to keep in this box. And these are little, I believe, glass stars. But it really reminds me of the famous Crowley saying every man and a woman is a star, and it sort of brings this perspective to the readings, and I love to remember that whether I'm reading for others or for myself. Now, the decks that I keep in here, or the three decks that I'm currently working with are, and you've seen this one already, this is the Playing Cards Oracle, or the picture book of Ana Cortez. I absolutely love this deck. This is the US Games edition, and I keep it covered in this. This was made by my late maternal grandmother, so it means a lot to me. So I keep it in here. I also have another deck, and this is of course a silk cloth. Not of course, I don't want to put of course, because really I don't believe that you need the silk cloth or anything else to keep your cards on. It's your personal preference. I got readings from some amazing people who have their cards habitually on the kitchen table. Anyways, this is another very famous deck. Or I should, this is a famous deck. This is the Pamela Cole-Smith Rider-Waite deck. And this is actually a vintage deck. This deck was printed in 1971, and I found it on eBay, and there's a beautiful story to that. This deck was perfectly packaged with three little books. It was like a little gift set, and they kept it in an ashram here in the country, and I guess it was purchased and was left sitting there in one of the rooms. The people there went through their I guess they had like a divination area and found it and decided to put it on eBay. And I bought it, and I was amazed because it was packaged. I got it all new and had this awesome vibration of spending time in a spiritual place without anybody else's any other reader's energy attached to it, and I thought that it was fabulous. So I really like this deck. I love how it feels in my hands. It has really, really nice vibe and nice energy to it. And then the last deck that I'm working with, and again, this is something that was done by my grandmother, so it's very special to me, is this one. And this is, of course, is a Thoth deck. But it's also a vintage deck. This is the first edition of a printed in color and published Thoth deck. If you'll see, there is the border is different. There is no border on the back, and there is no no Hebrew letters, no astrology, and nothing here. The feeling of this is very sort of papery. And you can see that the artwork is not as vibrant as on the current decks because actually it was reproduced again later, and the images that were taken of the artwork of Frida Harris, who was the who worked with Crowley to create this deck. Those photographs are in better quality now, but I absolutely love it. I don't have the origins of this deck. I couldn't figure it out because the gal that sold it to me from the UK also bought it online on eBay, and just she didn't know where it came from. So I also really, really like this deck. And also in this box, I keep two other decks that I'm not currently using. One of them is just in this bag. And that's another Crowley deck. It's a smaller version just in case I need to do a big reading and I don't have a lot of space. But this deck is probably going to be moving out soon. And then I have this beautiful version of the Ana Cortez card. And this is a limited edition. This is a deck that she self-published with her dad. And I just have another copy of this. I still can't bring myself to take them out of this the way she packaged it, and I just feel like there's gonna be a time and place for it, and I'm not ready for it yet. So this is what I keep in here, and the reason I am reading or working with this decks, and the Rider-Waite and the Crowley decks they're really big and they're really sort of, I want to say, traditional, is that I feel that on some level the first cycle of the false journey in my life is coming to an end, and I'm beginning a new cycle, and I'm sort of going back to the beginning, and I feel that I'm ready for a deeper level of knowledge that all of these decks can offer, and I'm finally sort of open to it. Anyways, I hope this video was interesting for you, and I was just feeling like sharing. Oh, and I wanted to show you a couple of more things actually. This is a cloth or a handkerchief that I brought from Japan with me, and I like to keep it here as a reading cloth. And I also have this beautiful journal that I write my personal readings in. Let me show you. This is like an example of me doing readings and geomancy with my playing cards. So this is this sort of lives and married to my spirit box where I keep my cards in. And yeah, that's it for today. Enjoy this beautiful day. In my neck of the woods, it's definitely feels like fall, but the sun is shining. You can see it behind me. And I'm wishing you all a wonderful, wonderful day, and enjoy the season. Thank you. Blessings.